Hey everyone, how's it going? Matthew Bailey Media here, and welcome to another 2023 movie review. And this time it is going to be on a movie that honestly, I was really surprised that I was actually going to end up enjoying this movie, and that is Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Yep, this is surprisingly, this is actually a reboot of sorts to about 3 other movies that came out many years ago that I didn't even know about. And from what I've been hearing, a lot of people did not like those original 3, but when this came out, I've been hearing that even my friend Matthew Davis Media actually likes this movie, and I gotta admit, I kinda do too. Honestly, there were so many comedic moments delivered not just by Chris Pine's character, but a few other characters. And I gotta admit, I was kind of surprised at a few things that happened in here, like some twist villain, and a few other moments that I thought were pretty insane. And I gotta admit, this movie seems like it should hopefully turn into a franchise again. Just like the other 3, only this time it actually ends up being much better than the other 3 were. And again, all these characters, including Michelle Rodriguez's Holga, I think it was her name, she's really good, and I will admit she has a little exchange with another side character that I honestly was surprised I found out was like much shorter than she was. Kind of like a hobbit, so to speak. And I gotta admit, that was pretty funny. But aside from that, there were so many other characters in this movie that I thought were pretty cool and funny. And again, there were more funny moments than just the lines that Chris Pine uttered through most of his lines. There were a few people who did certain things that I thought were funny, and other characters who said funny lines, and I gotta admit, I was just blown away with how well this movie was. Now, again, it wasn't that as great as movies like John Wick Chapter 4 or Creed 3, which, sorry if I never gave you those reviews. I might do those eventually, or I might just wait until the end of the year to put them on my list for best films of the year, which they will end up being on. So keep an eye out for that near the end of the year. But anyways, as for Dungeons and Dragons, I gotta say, this movie was amazing. Again, it's not as great as John Wick or Creed 3 was, but I still think it was a relatively good time at the movies, and hopefully it ends up doing really well at the box office. But anyways, let me give you my rating of this movie. So, for my rating of Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, again, it's a great film, not as great as John Wick 4 or Creed 3, but I still think it was a relatively good time at the theater, and I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5. Yep, 4 out of 5. Again, not too sure if it's going to end up on my best films of the year list. We'll see what happens depending on what other films I like. But anyways, that's all for now, and I will see all you guys in the next video.